Oh my. Cool. I can, Cursed Eye is my favorite. I'm super not stressed because we have 9 lives, so we've got a guppy item right off the jump. And the freedom to kind of play a little fast and loose compared to what we'd normally do with a 1 health start. Plus, our rate of fire and our damage is really, really good. Like, really, really good. 3.5 is kind of base damage, and 3.56 is, I think, better than base damage. And 3.5 feels really fast for tiers. Ooh. And it looks like we might get to buy something in the shop. Well. Shit. Let's say I don't have infinite money. I do like the idea of getting a humbling bundle right off the bat, though. Going into that holiday stretch, so I'm being turned into a fine pace by work, but in decent spirits anyway. I keep trying, Viking Warlock. Some days it feels like a real uphill climb, but man, I'm, you know, Amber is really committed to trying to go and find a vehicle. There's a small problem with that, though. Like, she found out that the vehicle that she wants... Oh, I wish you guys would fucking stop. This is why we left that soul heart behind. Amber found out that vehicle that she's interested in... Jesus, I was really just hoping for a bomb out of any of those. You know what? Kind of fuck you a little bit. I don't know that that was worth it, but I couldn't have possibly known that. The vehicle that Amber was looking at, there were like 9 of them coming in on a truck to a specific dealership that she was going to go out to today and talk to, and she still may. But she got a hold of them and said, "Hey, if I could possibly speak for one of those vehicles coming off the truck, I would love to pick up a new minivan." And apparently, all 9 of those vehicles coming in have already been spoken for. And there's only like 4 of those sitting on dealership lots throughout the entire city of Richmond. So we have now not only entered the process of trying to purchase a vehicle in the times post-COVID, or post the existence of COVID, but we're trying to buy one of the only 2 hybrid minivans on the market, which is... You guys don't just rock one vehicle. We have been for 2 years now. But, you know, now that we're getting into a place where, like, I'm going to Justin's to do Twitch things, or she's taking the boys to piano recitals, or she needs to go to Norfolk. Well, I need to stay home and stream, but I may also need to go to the gym.
Hey, Taffy, man, what does it mean when there's like bits, but a lot of them?
So we've rocked one vehicle for 2 years now. But my baby, my little Mercury Mariner is creeping up on becoming 20 years old. My Mariner's about 15 years old at this point. I take care of it. It runs fine, but you know, we're toying with ideas like let's drive. How much does this hurt me for? Oh, well, there you go. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna peel off one more life. And then I promise I'm done. But yeah, like we're reaching places, especially as the boys start getting back into like school life and having, and then Holy Cat, I promise I'm going to acknowledge that. But as the boys start getting back into extracurricular activities, and you know, as Amber and I start having, I mean, she's looking to get a job, and if she gets a job, I don't want to be in a situation where you know, I can't go get the boys if there's an emergency at school because she's at work, or I can't go anywhere because she's at work. So like from 9 to 5, I'm stuck here working no matter what. Or if she goes to Norfolk with the boys and I have to stay behind because I'm streaming, then I'm just stuck at home for a weekend, either Uber Eating or Grubhubbing food if I run out of the ingredients I need to make dinner for myself. It's just reaching a point where there's just too many exterior variables that are pulling our family in different directions. We've rocked just the one car ever since we sold her van back during the beginning of the pandemic. We're just finally getting to a point where, like the other day, I had to get Noah to take me to go have dinner with Justin and his family because Amber needed the car to take the boys to piano lessons. Hollycat with 5,000 bits says towards the Amber's vehicle fund. Hollycat, thank you so much. I don't know if a mod's present who can drop that for me. That'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, Kizzle, I mean, honestly, we are 100% a used car family. I've never owned a new car. Well, that's not true. The Mariner I got new, but I didn't buy that. My parents spoiled me as rotten as they could within the means of a middle-class family. So, like, I told my parents when I was in my 20s that I wanted to buy my first new-to-me car. I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm driving this used Jeep Grand Cherokee. It keeps breaking down. It guzzles gas. And at that time, gas got up over $2. And so it was very expensive for somebody who was I was only making like $180, $280, like $180 to $280 a week. So, I was just like, I'm looking to get like a sedan or something more energy efficient, fuel efficient. And at that point, my buddy Phil had just purchased a hybrid and was getting like 38 miles to the gallon. And I was like, God damn, I'm getting like 18 miles to the gallon in this Jeep. So I asked them for help with that, and my parents, not able to control themselves, just sent me a Mariner, just sent me an SUV. Which really wasn't what I'd asked for, but at that point I figured I'd saved enough money on the car that I could afford to pay more in gas. Yeah. So anywho, every car that Amber and I have ever bought, we have bought used and for dirt cheap. But right now, used cars are so freaking expensive that we might as well just buy a new one and get the warranty with it, and know that we've been its only owner and know its entire history. Because at this rate, it's damn near as expensive to pick up the same car a couple of years older with 30,000 miles on it or whatever. Finally. Bombs without murdering myself. I'd always heard dry land was a myth. My first car I bought was used, second car was given to me. Since then I've only bought new, but I'm trying to get out of the car payment, but I need a car to replace it. Same reasons you just listed. So yeah, this is our first. I was actually telling Amber on the steps that I find it highly ironic that for the first time in our adult lives we have enough money to buy a new car, and of course it's at a point in time where you have to knife fight in the Thunderdome to even gain audience to get the opportunity to purchase a new car, which is kind of a real cosmic kick in the teeth. We brought a brand new F-150 this year because we were looking at used and it was only 5K less. That's what I keep seeing, is that like there's not a lot of used of what Amber's looking for, but then on top of that, like, I should go back to the item room. There's not a whole lot of used in the realm. I mean, for crying out loud, there's only 2 hybrid minivans on the planet right now. I don't have any red hearts to replenish myself, so I might just hold on to these for the moment being. So yeah, that's that was the take that our financial planner gave us, was like, well, you guys might as well buy new if you got the extra couple grand laying around. I mean, we're not gonna pay for it in cash, but you know what I mean. Like, if you can budget for the extra $5,000, then you might as well buy it brand new. Used, what was it? It's car rental places that are, you know, aside from just everybody wanting a new vehicle and the chip shortages, but it's also like car rental services sold off their stock at the beginning of the pandemic because nobody was using rental cars. And now they're trying to restock their fleets. So not only are you competing against people who want a used car, but you're competing against like Hertz and Avis, which obviously makes it difficult. Just curious, I think this is here. Alright, well I guess I'll just leave then. Tabby, there's a conspiracy theorist who legit thinks certain animals don't exist like gorillas and they think it's just people in suits. Alright, cool. Dude spanking dudes, good morning. Oh, you're talking about dryland as a myth. Yeah, no, it's, I've stopped underestimating people. Minivans have pretty much fallen off the map. I keep trying to talk Amber into an SUV. It'd be so much easier to track down a hybrid SUV, but she just wants the flexibility. She wants the flexibility of having a studio apartment on wheels. That's how the wife and I feel about the house right now. We finally have enough money to buy a home and the market's fucked in our area. Been super defeating, but we just keep saving. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's all I'm really doing right now during all of this is the irony of having a little bit of disposable income and not really feeling like there's opportunity or reasonable pricing to indulge in anything. So Amber and I, instead of like finding excuses to spend money, are just socking it away, waiting until, I don't know, waiting until it feels like it's the right time to try to put it in play again, you know? Bought a car from Hertz at the start of COVID when they were desperate just to sell their stock. God almighty. RS Fighter, the envy I have right now. Oh, okay. Ooh, please don't die. I would like that very little. I just realized I technically am running around with one heart. $3 bill made things kind of funky. I've got the consistency, thankfully, of Rotten Baby, but... There we go. A little breathing room. So glad we bought our house in 2019 before this total insanity happened. I get calls, hey, you want to sell your house? You know, I'm right there with you. I'm gobsmacked. I don't know, even with the financial successes that Amber and I have had, like, honestly, if we hadn't purchased the house in, oh God, if we hadn't purchased our house in 2019 and we're trying to buy, like, right now, instead of having the potential to have our house and also get a car, a lot of stuff would be one or the other. I genuinely don't know that Amber and I could afford to live in the neighborhood we live in now if we hadn't purchased it 2 years ago. We managed to slide into this neighborhood and into this house about 2 or 3 months before the window for us to sort of comfortably buy a home would have slammed shut on us. Honestly, I'm gonna go find the shop. I would love to find PhD in the shop and then slam that what was it, 2 golden pills in here? Oh, 1 golden pill and then a truckload of other pills. Yeah, the 50s rancher that we lived in was not a dump, but it was by no means new. Nothing about that place was new. We were eager to not be in it anymore. And that place in 2021 sold for more than this house sold to us by like $30,000, which is mind-boggling to me. This house is like granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, top-of-the-line siding, built 20 years later than the rancher, in a nicer neighborhood, but the housing market being what it is, the old rental rancher that we left sold to its new owners for $35,000 more than we bought this house for 2 years ago. I don't understand. Kombucha, what's going on? I hope you have a good run. I like bombs. Yeah, Matisse, I mean, that's like... We bought at the very tippity top of what we could afford, which is a little over $250,000. We bought... Oh, god damn it. Ah! We bought at the very tippity top of what we could afford, which was not a whole lot more than what you're... Motherfucker. I genuinely just would like... I would like any sort of effect, you know what I mean? Like, Rotten Baby's nice, but I can't aim it. And I can't ship it out to an enemy very quickly. $3 bill is unpredictable. So, like, when you're in flooded caves like this... Yeah, flooded caves like this, and you're constantly dreading something exploding into bullets, it's harder to control when that explosion happens if you just don't know what kind of tears you're gonna fire. It's my fault for taking it. It's still usually a passive damage upgrade, but it takes floors like the flooded caves, which call for some finesse, which call for some calculation, and it just makes them a little more RNG. Oh god, yeah. Old packet greasers up with my parents in Boise, Idaho. The irony, Lauren, is that, like, I've seen a couple of news stories done on your housing market on the national news on CBS, and I hadn't seen it done in a while. I keep telling chat, my folks bought their place in the Boise suburbs for $190,000 10 years ago. That's 2 parts. Unfortunately, I got stuck in a place where I couldn't defend myself. So my parents bought their house in the Boise suburbs for $190,000 10 years ago. It's currently valued at over 600 grand. And all of that happened in the last 2 years. And that's cool for me and my sister when they die and we get the inheritance. But it sucks for my parents right now in property taxes.
This is
they don't ever plan on selling that place. They plan on dying and having us sell that place. So they're never going to reap any benefits from that, you know? Let's try these 2.
Power pill.
Okay. Because we have...
Retro.
No. Because we have duplicates is what I was going to say. I might take this other power pill with me. Ice, tier 2 for a year. Ice, thank you so much. If you're taffy and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah, if I want a bigger house so bad, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend $500,000 for 1 additional bedroom. Yeah, my sister bought a place in 2016, 2017. Turned around and sold it in 2020 and made like a God, made like a cool $110,000 off of it. Oh, right. So anyway, I had seen Boise on the local news a couple of times. Sorry, not local news, but the national news. I'd seen them where I live. But I hadn't seen them in a while, and then the other day I was watching, like, I was watching the CBS Nightly News, and they were just like, the American housing market pricing people out of the American dream. We'll go to one of the wildest, most expensive housing markets in the United States. And I was looking up, because I was cooking, and I looked up and I was like, well, clearly it's going to be like Washington State or California or New York. And I saw Capitol Boulevard in downtown Boise, Idaho, and I was like, it's right next to my dorm. I know that street. Oh, now I'm sad for my loved ones. I felt so bad. I was sitting there just cooking, just chopping onions, prepping mirepoix for a soup. They were just like, the housing market is pricing people out of the American dream in the middle class. We'll go to one of the most expensive housing markets in the continental United States. And I was like, that's clearly California. That's clearly Washington State. And I looked up and there's old Capitol Boulevard. I was like, that's a really good pizza joint. That Red Lobster I don't think should be there anymore. Why is that not torn down? I love that bar. Canada's 160% over market right now. We can't buy shit. I just, yeah, I feel with the exception of this whole vehicle situation where the vehicle situation is gonna be the first time I really pay through the ear for something on the other side of COVID. Otherwise, I've gotten so, oh, you get back here and catch that. I've gotten so ridiculously lucky. Well, a little late for that, I guess. I've gotten so ridiculously lucky, you know, the housing situation worked out. Being a Twitch streamer, ironically, of all the things that I wanted to do with my life, this was the most well-suited to a world creating its newest endemic. And then on top of that, I've had weird little things that I've managed to tweak just through the discovery of adulting, and frankly, having a good financial planner. Like, Galen promised me that if I paid him the amount of money that he asked for, that he would make it his mission to find that money out in the world for us to more than cover the cost of hiring him. Otherwise, you know, the first thing he said, you know, it was a pretty smart business pitch. He said, as your financial planner, I will either find you enough money to justify how much I charge you, or I will advise you to fire me because it won't make financial sense once I set up your once I set up your estate, once I set up all of your finances, it won't make any sense for you to keep paying to keep me around. And I was like, well, yeah, you put yourself on a pretty short plank here. But then, like, little things that blow my mind, like, we're paying... He helped us go through and do health insurance shopping. And I think this year we're paying $26,000 less? Less. Take that, Canadians. Take that, European viewers. USA! USA! We're paying like $26,000 less this year in health insurance. We're still paying thousands of dollars. We're just paying $26,000 less. And then of course, like the mortgage refinance. The mortgage refinance saved us like $15,000 this year, which is bananas to me. Still more than zero. Well, okay, listen, I'm teeing this up for all non-Americans to take all their cheap shots, as though we're not aware how fucking broken and crooked our system is. But you also don't get to sit there and pretend like Santa Claus shows up every fucking December and hands you your health care. You pay for it collectively in taxes. It's not as though your particular, you know, Scandinavian Garden of Eden just happen to have healthcare instead of apples on the tree. Technically, you don't pay zero. That said, your shit is a dream compared to the nightmarish capitalist hellscape we live in. I think it's disingenuous to pretend as though some sort of healthcare tooth fairy shows up and just gives it to you. I do know enough about your countries to know that your doctors and surgeons and nurses are not working for free.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
Shit. I forgot I had Restock, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think it works down here, though. Didn't you fucking know, Tappy? No, I can't travel internationally. I've been trying to learn more about foreign cultures, but the idiocy of man keeps me from being able to do that. Osiris Arch, tier 1, 8 months. Thank you so much. I don't think it's worth blowing up the donut machine for spider mod, but I think we'll find a penny as we're wandering around. How are you liking Infinite, Tappy? It's good. I enjoy it. I'll take that. Oh, dude, I'm gonna bomb my way into that boss trap room and see what's going on in there. Anyway, all that to be said, you know, for the busted ass system that we do exist in, I am genuinely thrilled at the prospect of paying $26,000 less this year. It's funny to me that my mom keeps fighting. Oh God, my mom keeps fighting to defend the American healthcare system, and the closest you can come to saying that like my family benefits from the healthcare system being the way that it is that I have a cousin who's a doctor who has profited nicely off of it. Like he has $1 million house in Mississippi. After my trip to Kentucky, you can see, like. That 28,000, 22,000 square foot mansion that we did for the Minecraft marathon, that was listed the last time it sold as being worth around $1 million. So having $1 million property in the middle of BFE nowhere is akin to having an estate. But that's like I think my mom's still in that mindset that she hates being told that America might not be #1 at stuff. And so when I pile on, I'm just like, this fucking broken, busted ass healthcare system, which she's actively had to help us gain. When Amber survived cancer, Amber's full-time job post surviving cancer basically became fighting the billing services of all the insurance companies and hospitals to drastically ratchet down our bills by thousands of dollars. I was living on student loan money at that point in time. Like, the money that was in my bank account was all student loan money. I was being crushed by medical debt and paying it off with student loans. Truly, I was the American dream. I was the grape to be squeezed and turned into wine by richer Americans. But yeah, anytime I bring that up, like she is quick to defend the system and status quo, and I'm just like, Mama, none of us are pharmaceutical CEOs. Like, why? Why are we? None of us have, you know, loaded up our stock portfolio on like Anthem, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, you know. Mads, good morning. Wife tried to tell me Spider Mod was useless last night. I made her buy it for 7 cents. She ended up beating Mother for the first time. I maintain it was because she could only see the health bar. She is a believer now. Did you hear how they disrespected Stan Lee today? Yeah. Corporate fuckwit. Used his verified account to push an NFT sale. Yeah, that made my blood a little hot. Yeah, Legolas, I mean, that's, you know, I was in the process of getting a graduate degree because I was told that that's what you did if you wanted a better life. And then my wife got cancer and it took literally every dollar we had. Some of it was my settlement money when Rob, you know, I don't know if I'm allowed to say Rob kicked me out of the channel, but when Rob kicked me out of the channel, I had about $130,000 that he sent me away with so that he could keep the YouTube channel and all of its assets for himself. That was how he and I split. Sure, fuck it, let's give it a shot. He and I have very much made peace with all of that, and I dare say are even amiable now. But it took Amber getting cancer for he and I to stop being at each other's throats. But yeah, cancer ate up all that money and basically most of what student loan money I had left. So I had medical bills, and I still have student loans. I've still got 5 figures worth of student loans just fucking chilling. At some point here in the not so distant future, I'm gonna have to start paying those back.
Something's wrong.
I saw something along the lines of like, what was it? 11 figures worth of small business loans are being forgiven. Like a majority of those PPP loans are being forgiven. To the tune of tens of billions of dollars. But they're gonna make me start paying back my student loans. They're gonna make me start paying back my student loans coming up here in a couple months in February. Ugh. What about Stan Lee's? Some corporate fuckwit at Marvel used his verified account, which is essentially, you know, his memorial account, to advertise an NFT offering for one of their newest characters, for one of Marvel's newest characters, and they tried to phrase it as like, Stan Lee, champion for diversity, you know, and admirer of new technologies. Basically saying the ghost of Stan Lee would really appreciate it if you turned up to this NFT sale for this new, I want to say it was like Indian superhero. And it's like, bro, do not use Stan Lee's fucking. This is on the same level of dumb as Herman Cain tweeting about how Trump needs to win the election after COVID he got at a Trump rally killed him. Can we put student loans on throne? I tell you what, Ralliker, no matter what you allocate it to, no matter what you allocate your money to in February, a big chunk of what y'all give me is gonna be handed off to the people who loaned me money for graduate school 10 years ago. I've been out of nursing school for over a decade. I still haven't paid back even half of what I owed at the time because of interest. This is fine. I've got friends who took twice as much as I did because I didn't stick around to get the degree. I didn't end up sticking around to get the degree because I realized I didn't want to go into advertising. I didn't want to drag my family across the country looking for advertising work. I had one guy who I was 1 year behind in copywriting. And he talked about how he's been making the minimum payments for like 6 years and technically owes more than he borrowed still. And I was just like, God damn. Like, I can't even convince my boys that they should go to college unless they know exactly what... It was like, when I was a kid, going to college was a rite of passage. It was a thing that you did as an act of self-discovery. You went to college to learn who you were, so you could choose a path in life that you would, you know, consider, you know, your journey, your adventure. Now, man, my kids talk to me about college, and I'm like, don't even put out applications until you know exactly why you're going. I treat it like any other big-ticket purchase where I'm just like, what's the return on investment you're going to get on that? If you don't think you're going to get more money out of it than it costs you, then don't fucking go. And your mom and dad are not paying for a journey of self-discovery. You can get yourself a Volkswagen van and live out of it for a year, traveling the United States and accomplish the same thing. As Herman Cain can tweet about NFTs all he wants. Let Stan rest. That's the deal. Oh, damn, kombucha, that sucks. Everybody's badges just went away on my screen. What did you guys do? Did they just unpartner me live during the stream? What did I do? Listen, Twitch, I know I can be kind of a handful. But I'd like to believe that I am not your worst offender. Oh, they're back. Okay, never mind. College degrees are already the equivalent of high school degrees. A lot of companies will not take anyone who doesn't have a college degree. They don't care what it's in, but they're all but necessary now. Well, that's fine. The boys can go to VCU or the University of Richmond, and they can live out of our house until they're 22, 23, rent-free, and save that fucking money, man. They're not gonna scam my kids the same way they scammed me. Not if I can help it. We're gonna set them up potentially if Twitch isn't actually canceling my channel, and if if there's not like yet another great recession, if we don't go through our third once in a generation recession together, or if society doesn't collapse entirely, we're gonna do everything in our power to make sure that the boys keep their student loan debt, if not at zero, then at a bare bones minimum. We're gonna help them stockpile as much cash as they can, and then when they die for the first time in our lives, we're gonna be able to pass on a little generational wealth. Yeah, exactly, Frimry. That's how I feel about it too. And unfortunately, like, that's how I'll sell it to my boys, is that unless you're going to a place specifically because it needs to be that place, that fucking piece of paper, and get that shit at the community college. After that, it all just matters what you do with it when you get it. Like, it will all boil down to how do you perform once you have, once you have your foot in the door, how will you perform? But I sure as hell, like Amber went to Wake Forest because she wanted to go to a nice college. I went to Boise State because it was the cheapest option closest to me. I left undergrad, thanks to my parents, I left undergrad with no additional debt whatsoever. Just trying to decide whether or not I want to spend a whole bunch of money in the shop or if I think I'm good enough to go. I'm a little bit nerve-wracked about this run. I've been having a really good time because we're just chatting. But I'm genuinely concerned that this run has not really picked up the juice it needs. Ollie Queen, welcome back. Unique situation with my student loans. I made the great decision to go to ITT Tech, got copious student loans for my degrees, and graduated. Then they then went back and decided I didn't do enough hours to qualify for my degree, tried to charge me for more schoolwork. I said fuck it and left, since I was classified as incomplete when they went out of business. It was after 2008. My loans are being forgiven, and I'm getting what I paid back. Wow. Gonna do this once. I don't think the Alabama BFF would have been so good. Oh well. Now I just gotta backtrack and find my way out of here. Thought I'd swing for the fences, and instead I watched what might have been my ideal item just fly right by me. Yeah, I got kind of double bit. I was told by my parents to dream chase. I mean, that's nice of them. They were like, listen, any job you get that's steady and has pay, that's gonna, you know, even if it's not a lot of money, it should just be enough to live. It should be a living wage. So I dream chased like a dipshit does and got a theater degree. Because they were just like, oh, Twitch is dead? And then we're gonna leave. And we got one more depth floor to go. This is why your core base abuses you with money, because you show you appreciate all of us. I like to joke that money talks and bullshit walks in this channel. And it's true. The people who spend a lot of cash here do get I don't want to say preferential treatment, but they get something in return for all that money they spend here. But just because they sort of purchase access to more rides on the playground doesn't mean that I'm mad at people for paying general admission to get in, if you know what I mean, you know? There's a big difference between like, oh yeah, this person, what the fuck is hitting me? Can I just have a moment with my goddamn chat? Jesus Christ, Edmund. But yeah, anywho, just because somebody else buys Fast Pass doesn't mean that I'm upset at other people who general admission their way into the park. Especially those of you who show up here and then chat and talk and keep me company throughout the course of the day. That has its own value to me. You make what can on occasion be long days feel much shorter. And that is most certainly not without value. This job would be a whole lot harder.
Look at you, Stanley. Flaunting your disposable income with that donation to Taffy.
Banana Choco Pie, thank you for the $5 tip. Says, hope this works. It seems. Thank goodness. I requested pay time off because Wednesdays are supposed to be slow days. My office is probably on fire right now. But Taffy, my channel points. Do my channel points have value? No. That was the deal. This is what I'm talking about. This run has serious issues. I'm struggling from one room to the next, so I'm gonna need this floor to really. Oh shit! I was hoping that would get me there. I'm gonna need this floor to kind of kick it into high gear, or else I'm gonna basically find myself begging the chest. Oh my god! How long have I been carrying that around? I'm gonna be begging the chest to help me out with items that'll actually do something for me. I was gonna say I don't feel like I have, realistically, I don't feel like I have the option to be turning stuff down right now. That would have been really cool if that had been my last guppy piece. I'd have been pretty thrilled. Yeah, Cletus, it looks like things are working again. I like that single tier upgrade pill that I've gotten. Like, this run started off with really good tiers. I would like more of them. Alright, where's my next one? I was gonna say. just because it started off with good tiers didn't mean I never wanted good tiers again. Ooh. Let's see if there's the problem is like shit. Oh, I guess I can tell what is an item because it's technically a question mark item. Dude, I forgot the, okay, so I guess I have validation. Validation! I have validation that, Restock does work on the members only club down there. I was gonna say, I know which ones are items because they have the actual question marks on them. I was terrified that everything down there, for some reason, I thought it was gonna be a question mark. And that's problematic. Because down there it could be 95 cents for a trinket or whatever. We're getting there. Go get him. Or make long days feel longer on other days. Not often. Like I said, there's really only about 2 days out of the year where I want to throttle the entirety of chat with my hands. Otherwise, you know. Otherwise, I feel pretty blessed from one day to the next. It is not often that I find myself at odds with chat. It does happen, but it is really infrequent. Maybe, Shauna, that's the only thing I can come up with for why it, for why it keeps happening. It's the only reason I can come up with it. Like, what's funny is that, like, we joke and we meme and we have a good time and all that jazz. But, like, we generally keep our sanity by sort of respecting boundaries of just, like, if you can tell that I'm at my wit's end on a particular day, people do a really good job of reading the room and not really pushing buttons. But on those 2 days, I feel like the shared... Oh, why thank you. I feel like the shared statistic that sort of exists there... I'm just getting a blast of notifications on my phone too. I feel like the sort of shared characteristics that those days have is that those are the days that I'll come in and say, chat, I am mentally exhausted or unwell. I'm gonna show up here and do my job anyway, and I need nobody, essentially I need nobody to bust my balls. And that's like the contract that I put in place to start the day. And 99 people out of 100 go, alright, it's a no ball busting day. We got it, Taffy, no worries. And then one person shows up and goes, I've waited all day to bust this man's balls. And they come in and it's like, hey, viewer 1111, nice to see ya. And viewer 1111 goes, hey, Taffy, you big dumb idiot. Ha, got him. And that's the day where I'm just like, nope, fuck you, I'm out. We're shutting this. Oh, goddamn. Please, I was gonna say, please be the IV bag. I was like, that's the day where I'm just like, nope. Oh, I need to go back and get the counterfeit coin, counterfeit penny. That's the day where I just kind of guess we're gonna knock off at lunch. Celeste, welcome back. Kaz the Dude, good morning. Stevie, welcome back.
Yeah, those are bits.
Even Stevie, welcome back. Yeah, Wireless Angel, that was, for a split second, that was genuinely people going like, oh man, Twitch seems to be down. And then everybody looked around and it was like the zombie apocalypse because folks were just like, no, my office is freaking out pretty bad right now, too. Like, everybody who is currently living on the internet went, oh man, Taffy's channel's hiccuping and I don't know why. Oh, fuck me, my office is hiccuping and I don't know why. Nobody else is streaming either, right? Okay. I'll just get on my phone and nope, I won't do that. Oh, Sususuko. Off topic, I just want to say the design of your channel is beautiful. I wish I could take credit for it.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
I guess I'll take credit for I'll take credit for the mood board, basically, that brought it all together. The color scheme is me. The general ideas are me, but I am. If I'm guilty of anything, I'm just guilty of choosing to associate with, and in turn paying respectable amounts of money to just ridiculously talented artists. I've been very good about, until I had Noah, until I had a manager, and even with Noah here, I still handle a lot of my like contractor stuff. I've been around the community long enough. I've been around the community long enough to be able to make inroads and contacts that have gotten me in touch with absurdly talented graphic designers and asset designers, and I've worked hand in hand with those folks to bring this all together into one sort of unified piece. But I couldn't have done any of this without the folks over at DBH. I couldn't have done any of this without a dude named Lucas Hahn, who's, I believe, a Dutch graphic designer. I couldn't have done any of this without Trey Moya or Thermal Knight, or way back in the day, Evan Eckerd. So I've just got Josh Bruce. So I've got a lot of people who I've paid a lot of money so that this would look nicely pulled together. So thank you for noticing, and thank you for saying that. I take great pride in it. I've been very lucky that a lot of people have chosen to work with me, or else they would all this would just still be like good ideas that were rattling around inside my head. Someone pushed me onto, came on this ride of my own free will, so I'm trapped, here of my own free will with all of you beautiful souls. So I hope I make this place better for all of us, trapped here, collectively here of our own free will. Time, and thank you so much. I had no choice but to go spend time with my wife since the entire internet broke. Oh, shit. I was lucky enough to have my wife come in here with me and help me entertain folks for a minute, since my chat was broken and everyone could see me, but I couldn't see or speak to them. K Stroop, thank you for the gifted sub. Very much appreciated. Sususuko, enjoy the emotes. The emotes are really, really good. We had a shitty incident that basically through an ethical dilemma. We were forced to give up almost all of our art assets overnight, and the incredibly talented Thermal Knight came in and helped us replace them all in about 2 months, and did not charge me what he could have, because I was obviously grief-stricken and panicked. But yeah, we have terrific emotes. They were better than what they were before. Red candle, you say? Tear detonator, you say? Magic fingers, you say? This is not going well. I'll take blue candle with me, sure, but I would have preferred not to have paid 99 cents for it. Yeah, the previous artist who was doing our emote work was a total creeper. And when he got called out on being a creeper, he disappeared. Like, literally just erased himself from the internet. Which felt pretty damning. And it was right at a point in time where I was supposed to be rolling out tier 2 and tier 3 emotes that he had designed for me, that I had paid this guy thousands of dollars to make me the emotes I saw in my head. And this dude just disappeared overnight. I might end up playing him out just to see what he gives me, which was obviously not very reassuring. So we were very fortunate to have Thermal Knight show up as our knight in shining armor and charge us dare I say, a buy in bulk reduced rate because of our situation, and helped us knock all of this stuff out in a very truncated period of time. I might end up re-rolling the shop here in a second, Range Optician. I'm just kind of vibing right now. The only thing I miss is the stretch break. Oh god, yeah. I had a $600 animation that was our BRB screen. I got to use it for a month, and then this dude was exposed as a creeper. This dude was exposed as a creeper. And I had to get rid of it, and we replaced it with this beautiful BRB post-it note, which I was charged the low, low price of friendship by our mod Rini. He changed his name. I don't remember what he changed his name to, but I know that he changed his name on Twitch and was kind of like quietly trying to see if he could test the waters to find his way back into the to see if he could sort of like buy his, like slowly but surely creep his way back in with an assumed identity. Huh. I forgot. I genuinely forgot what his new name was. They originally changed it to something like I'm fucking done, and then changed it to something that was kind of like your standard like CS:GO name. There was just like name with a couple numbers or something like that. No, Dreamcatcher doesn't cure the current floor's curse. Only Black Candle does that. Which at this rate, we'll probably find Black Candle before too long. That usually would help out an awful lot, but it doesn't really affect the escalated prices of Restock. Still though, I gotta say, it feels really good. It feels really good to be on an old school Eden run where even despite sort of Edmund's best efforts to nerf the shops, we've got a place where if we're not able to get every item we want, we're able to get a shitload of items. Yeah, having Diplo getting Steam sale and just going, yeah, no, didn't need to dupe it anyway. Yeah, doesn't matter if I dupe Steam sale now because it only ever pays out once. Ugh. Portable slot. What is going on here? I don't know how I get a black rune, but I'd kill for a black rune right now. I wonder, hey Noah, are you still here? Yeah, a little shrimp bracelet action. I'm always here. Remind me later. Remind me later that I think I'm interested at some point in sitting down and trying to figure out if there's some way to automate the social uploads that are clips to get that process out of my hands a little more. And I said, chat, I'm gonna go into the comments, and they said, Taffy, no. And I said, I'm gonna do it. I have regrets. Oh, do I have regrets? Oh, the fucking entitlement, man. the entitlement and like, what do they call it? Sorry, I had to try to do that correctly. Big baby syndrome. No, it's what's the name of that? Oh no. What's the name of is it Dunning-Kruger? Where people think they're experts based on what they know, but it doesn't take into account what they don't know. And so you go in there and it's all these fucking keyboard commandos who are just like, did you know that Twitch is down? And Twitch support's like, yeah, we know Twitch is down. We're working on it. And then folks who have no idea that it's like, you know, AWS, that's, you know, single-handedly kind of screwing the entire continent are just like, well, you're, it was the Twitch, status website says everything's functioning, and I've determined that to be a lie. And it's like, well, you know, man, all of their shit is working. It's AWS that went down. It's like, well, I'm on Twitch and that's not working either. And it's just like, oh, fuck my life. Yeah, and that says, it's Dunning-Kruger. I went to high school. I know what I'm talking about. You're a billion-dollar company. Fix this. Champion, what's going on, dude? I'm happy to even be able to see you right now. Happy to be able to even communicate with you at the moment. AWS took the big old North American Dukaroo all over our internet experience this morning, so at one point, dude, this morning's stream was literally just this. It was me sitting here with no game going on, just eating leftover bonchon and staring quietly at the camera. I apparently have picked all those things up. Waiting for Twitch to start working again. Of just people going like, it's not just me, right? It was bad. But I was too terrified to end stream because I didn't know if the ingest servers were all... Uh-oh. I didn't know if the ingest servers were all cocked up, and if I ended my stream, if I'd even be able to start again. So I just sat here. I just sat here and waited for it to all function again. Man, I pretty desperately need one of these to be Black Candle in the not-so-distant future. Could be worse. It fucked up Lucid's alert so bad that 20, 50, and 100 gift subs are now announcing individually instead of the alerts for that amount. It's been going on for 30 minutes now. Yeah, my heart fucking breaks for Lucid. That, he's having to sit through the announcement of what appears to be hundreds of gifted subs. Is he gonna make it? Do we need to go have a talk with our friend? Like some sort of intervention? Is he gonna be okay? It stopped now, so he's okay. Yeah, listen, as somebody who's been the recipient of an assload of gifted subs, damn it, there goes all of the fucking potentially good items. Nom Freshman with 5 gifted. Fate of Eltair, Cade the Clown Foxborn, Dan the Plowman, and Glenn Suresight. Recipients of 5 gifted from Nom Freshman. Just the one notification, yeah, so listen, I live a charmed life. That charmed life involves only getting the one notification. If I was Lucid, oh, you know what's funny is that we used to have that. I don't want to say that Champion's directly responsible for us getting a much more compact, albeit beautiful, display for gifted subs. The old one notification Andy, they call him. I'm not saying that that's why that happens now, but I'm not denying it either. Champion used to come in here and drop 100 sub gift bombs, and it'd be 20 minutes. This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave. This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave. This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave. This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave. And that shit would go on for 25 minutes, and I was like, I have to make some executive decisions tonight. I just loved hearing stories about new denizens. I got an inquisitive mind. They say that old Champion 7B, he's curious like a cat. Well, the staffing had to be that way because he had to go through and individually handpick 1,500 names off a list, you know? That genuinely, there was no other way to do that without Twitch's help. So in that instance, that was Champion and I both committing to an endurance test. We tried to do that in a sitting, and then at one point we were on like hour 16, and both kind of looked at each other like we're just gonna take tonight off, right? We're done for the day. Yeah, I think we're done for the day. Okay, good. I was gonna say I need. Yeah, there we go. I can probably stand a couple of luck upgrades. I feel like the bandage is not paying out nearly like it should. I can see forever. Yeah, the staffing had to happen that way. There was no way around that. Yeah, that was genuinely going through and hand selecting 1,500 names from a list. It was funny. I'm not gonna say who. But the staff list was provided to us by a high-ranking official at Twitch. Who basically wanted to see Champion put his money where his mouth was. Who was basically invested in the memes. I don't think I've ever shared that with you guys. I've kind of felt a little nervous to say it out loud, if I'm being honest. Because another Twitch staffer came in here and was like, how did you obtain this list? Another Twitch staffer basically came in and said, how did you come upon this list? I didn't know what to say because I wasn't sure I was supposed to have the list that I had. And I was like, And then this same Twitch staffer found me on Discord and goes, hey man, it's fine, I dealt with it. That's information that anyone could scrape if they had basic coding abilities. And he's like, I just want to see how this plays out. And I was like, fair enough, man. Well played. Break till tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, we went from daybreak until dinner for 2 nights in a row. Okay, so think of Twitch staff Wolverine as like the Stonecutters, right? And in the Stonecutters on The Simpsons, every person had like a numeric rank. I think I might have expended this. I don't think there's any real easy way for me to get another 100 cents off this. I need a reroll, and then I need one of these to be hearts. That's fine. Close enough. Twitch is kind of like that. And I think ultimately, we'll say like rank 1 through 10. Where 10's really, really high up, and 1 is like, it's my second day on the job! And it was essentially like, 2 came in here and was like, what the fuck are you guys up to? And like a 7 turned around and went, why don't you calm the shit down? I want to see how this plays out. Let me watch my stories. And if you're lucky, your shit'll still be at your desk tomorrow. And I was like, god damn. Goddamn champion, just keep subbing them. I don't know what to do. I'm frozen with fear. Just keep doing what you're doing. There's some sort of internal fight happening in our Discord and in our chat. Just keep subbing. I'm just gonna stare forward. I'm gonna stare forward and play Isaac. You just do you. I don't know what we're supposed to do in this situation. My favorite is the guy who said he wasn't subbed to you and you were like, you might want to go check with that, and he came back and like, damn, would you look at that? I am subbed to you. Yeah, there was a guy, a guy on Twitter, oh my god, we're gonna make a killing off of this if I have my way. There's a guy on Twitter okay, yeah, that's, you know, it's gonna make it a lot harder to get Black Candle, but there's a guy on Twitter that when I announced, I said, hey, we are officially the first channel that I know of that has ever subbed every wrench at Twitch to their channel, so welcome. And he came back like super aggressively. Oh my god, I'm gonna take it all with me. But he came back and goes, basically came back on Twitter and goes, bitch, I don't know you. He didn't say it like that, but he might as well have. Bitch, I don't know you. I ain't subbed to you. And I was like, could you go look? And yeah, he came back later with like, alright, well, I am subbed to you, but I still don't know who you are. And I was like, you fucking do now. Look me in my eyes, esports boy.
Variety caster, put some fucking respect on my name.
Put some fucking respect on my name. I had to be up at 4 a.m. to take my husband off to a narcolepsy study. Both of us woke up at midnight. I sacked out for a few hours. I dropped him off. Got to pick him up at 4:30. Jesus. We had Reg and Dragon D with us. I felt invincible shit, champion. I don't know if you realize this. You and I never really sat down and did a post-mortem on that day. We had more than Reg and Dragon D checking this out. we put quite the spotlight on ourselves. We put quite the spotlight on ourselves that day. That 48-hour period. Yeah, Mouse was here. I'd say Mouse hung out here for like 6 months after that, intermittently, a little off and on. We held on to Mouse for a while, but I mean, if you really look back on the list of people who were wrenches that call this place home, Mr. Hex, I think, was one of the first wrenches that who I didn't know. So like personally, I know Code Crusher, Flame Goat, Tech, and then we kind of picked up along the way Mr. Hex. There was one dude that was watching us for a while, and I feel bad because I forget his name. He said he worked in New York. I can see the shape of his name, but I can't see the individual letters. And then we picked up Reg, Dragon. We picked up Mouse for a little bit. Yeah, so it's like we generally have an astounding number of of wrenches who call this place home. So yeah, having Reg and Dragon make me feel pretty good. But it was funny to me because the verbal tussle that happened between somebody up here at Twitch and somebody down here at Twitch were two people that you folks wouldn't recognize. I mean, Code Crusher was bought in, Flame Goat was bought in, Tech was checking in. Once word spread around the office, people were just like, yo, this thing that you're doing in your channel was just brought up in the company's Slack. To the point that, yeah, one person showed up and thought that they were being Twitch's White Knight. What is this stupid channel up to? And another person several ranks up the ladder went, why don't you fucking calm down? It's under control. And then that person found me on Discord and went, carry on. Let Champion know that I said proceed. I'd like to see where this goes. And I was like, God damn. Just look at the ground, Taffy. Just nod and look at the ground. You have to prove to them that you're the beta. If they know you're subservient, then they won't attack. If they know that you've submitted, then they'll not strike at you. Hey, Queeb, welcome back. Yeah, we fixed it. We here at this channel, we did this. We sorted it all out, didn't we, chat? That was all us. That's right. That was a day in particular where I definitely rolled over and showed soft white underbelly. I was like, look at how harmless and soft I am. I'm so old. I'm not a threat at all. Please don't send me to Mixer. I want this to be a job, and I can't do that over there. So yeah, that was that day was something else. How am I? I'm good. I'm recovering from a booster shot that beat the living shit out of me. Oh no. You don't want to do that, Taffy. I mean, like, the chaotic neutral in you wants to do that, but you technically realize that you don't want to do that, right? I'm actually having a really good time playing Isaac, Taffy. Those words don't make sense together. No, follow me on this. Because we're managing a replica of an old school break. Despite the fact that Edmund has worked very hard to make sure that old school breaks don't happen anymore. And eventually this one will lose steam. But for the moment being, we're having a very good time forcing the game to do what we want it to do for the first time in a while. Prayer card. Alright, I feel like we maybe have squeezed... Well, we can get the 79-cent item up here and then we can roll it. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, this is free and easy, baby! Yeah, I think that's 99 cents. Ah, Sissy Longlegs. Wouldn't I have felt the fool if I had let Sissy Longlegs and her beautiful spider bosoms slip through my fingers? Wouldn't the egg have been on my face? I'll do one 97-cent item. What's going on? Hold on. What's going on down here? Now I'm curious what this item is. We all but gave up. We all but gave up on this shop. What was that? What the fuck was that? Cardboard box. Ugh. Deep pockets kind of changes the game a little. Look, chat, I'm hitting the space bar and sounds are coming out. I'm a DJ. I'll show you. You can't break my game anymore. What's this? Pretty good item. It'd be a shame if somebody bought it. Where'd you hide it? Oh, you dick. Alright, let's go down here. Thought you had me, but I was too smart for you, game. Alright. I know you're in there somewhere, item. Whoops. At some point, I'm gonna gain the ability to re-roll this stuff. I'm gonna get like the D6. Eye of Belial's pretty great. How to Jump's not so good. That should... I guess we already got Bookworm somewhere. It Hurts. Midnight Snack. The Boomerang. Sinrobes is good. Multi-dimensional Bunny exists. The Nail is an item. Ocular Rift is a thing that we own now. Back down to the mint. Whoops. I grabbed the wrong thing. That Twitch crash was something else. The bummer part is that we've already gotten rid of Swallowed Penny. I think we have Piggy Bank in here somewhere. I think. I don't know, man. This has been a long run. But this is the kind of stuff that I kind of legitimately miss doing, so I'm not going to talk myself out of it, you know? I need to bring this music up. We're gonna be here a while. Oh, I have to be careful though. I don't want to be careful though, but I have to be careful because I just remembered that fun equals crashed game. Oh, come to me. Yeah, I forgot that fun equals game crash. What do my tears look like? I really was just looking for Guppy, if I'm being honest. I didn't want to make it weird. Oh crap, that's a transformation you don't see very often. Fuck me, do I take Sprinkler with me? I think I do. Ow, boo, boo this mom's knife. Man. Well, shit. What are you? Key beggar, you say? Oh my god, is that finally Bookworm? I do love Ghost Pepper. I am a sucker for Ghost Pepper. There's Guppy, that's all I wanted, man. Fucking sure, I guess. I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Make me understand. Does it have a fucking cap now? When used, this box will pick up a maximum of 6 items. This fucking guy, dude. This fucking guy, man. I try not to be a big crybaby, but holy shit, man. Oh, okay. Oh my god. We're leaving. And we're gonna do boss rush. Sorry, bud. Pew! Charge the box and go dump it somewhere? We're leaving. We're leaving. Man, even he's not strong enough to withstand that. We're just taking our ball and going home. Shut up, Mom. Take that. Gonna come in here. The fuck? I don't know. Do I get one of each? Say that one and that one? I think you guys are doing great. How about that outage? Oh shit, that's it. Okay. Delirium Papa Taffy calls your name. Do you guys vaguely remember when Greed was in here? Oh, what days we live in. What? Hi, Tanya. I have gone the wrong way.
I can see.
Honestly, yeah, Mom's knife probably kept the run from being so broken that it messed up my ability to, like, just walk from room to room. I don't have the key for Mango-san. Oh, I got the get out of jail free card. That's what we'll do. Yeah. I forgot that's exactly why I'm carrying it, if I'm being honest. I don't know exactly what that does. That's technically a good pill, apparently. Baby Tortoise, welcome back. What an adventure of a day it has been. I think I just like my card, please. There we go. Sure. At this rate, what could you possibly do to me, game? I'll go ahead and take Virgo, I think, there. I've already been in there. We're leaving. We're done. We're on our way. Makes me wish this was a build we needed to take somewhere to finish. This is just our run-of-the-mill. This is just our run-of-the-mill Eden streaking run. So sadly, we won't gain anything from this insane destruction. This used to be run-of-the-mill for Eden. It's gotten more complicated since Repentance came out to do fun things with Eden, but we're, by God, figuring it out. Oh my God. Is that a Tears upgrade? To say, I don't think we can do much better. I was gonna giggle my ass off if that was a 5 room. I was gonna redo this floor. No. Do I just go to Delirium, or do I get more stuff from the chest and then take our chances? I think I just go to Delirium. I'm terrified if I get too much more stuff, I'm gonna break this run. Yeah, I think we just go. I would if I thought the game was more stable, J the 111, I would add more stuff. I don't need to see all those. If I thought the game was more stable, I would add more gear to our loadout. Oops, I'm over here now. But I'm terrified if I do an entire chest run that this game will crash. Hello? Hello? I've been bombed. Boy, never in a million years would I have guessed that that's where a second secret room was.
soul of the Keeper.
I don't know why. AWAS won't do anything. You know where I want to pop this? I did not play Anti-Birth. This is my first exposure to any of the content from that. At the time that Anti-Birth came out. Oh, it's only the one room, huh? I was hoping to get a room that sticks out, that like juts out, so I could get three at once. I might do that down here. At the time that Anti-Birth came out, I was a streamer, but I wouldn't say it was my full-time job. I was hopeful it would become that one day. Hello? 1, 2. 1, 2. That's it. I was hopeful that full-time streaming would become my gig. I'm just looking for the most exposed surface area. It doesn't look like it's going to get better than 2 doors. 3 doors. That's good enough, I guess. So I didn't stream enough hours in the day. I didn't stream enough hours in the day that I could just be like, alright, well, for the first half of today, we're going to play Isaac. And for the second half of the day, we're going to play Anti-Birth. So I basically felt compelled to choose either Rebirth or Anti-Birth, so I chose Rebirth into Afterbirth and never played Anti-Birth. And then the irony is that people widely considered Anti-Birth to be the superior release, despite not being the official release. What's in here? Bye! We are very strong. I just wanted to see. I don't think I have a small rock yet. Yeah, I made a decision based on the best information I had at the time. It just turned out to be, unfortunately, kind of incorrect. I think I'm gonna take Loki's horns there. The spinner might have been good, but I don't know. I'm already gonna be juggling. The sprinkler. Yeah, snake bitten. I mean, like, yeah, that generally seems to be most people's take. Had I a time machine, I'd have bought Bitcoin in the early 2010s. I'd have started Twitch and YouTube even earlier than I did. Oh my. I'd have invested in Amazon back when I was in high school. Listen, normally I'm pretty concerned about whether or not we're gonna find our way. Normally I'm pretty concerned about whether or not we're gonna find our way to the boss okay and in the correct order. Frankly, I don't care if who's on the bottom left is Delirium. We'll stomp a hole through him. Fun. Yeah. We'll deal with this real quick. You should show yourself. Where are you going? You seem flummoxed, friend. And then I'm gonna go kill the other bosses because I can. It won't take long. That was one of my faster delirium kills for sure. Like, legitimately, that's one of my fastest all-time delirium kills. That's up there. That is definitely up there. Who is this now? Brownie, they say. Sure. Go ahead and top off a little bit. We can't have a run without a powerful run without having Soren's tiny finger. You wouldn't dream of trying this with anybody else's finger. I don't know why. Just so the beggar couldn't get it. I'm feeling very petty. Shreds, you say? Oh!
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo is a bad Bumbo. He get corn and Bumbo lose corn.